All right, now that we know the exuberant ticket prices are going to be charged for parking for the 2026 World Cup, let's talk about the best cities to avoid these parking fees, the worst cities to avoid these parking fees, and where do the rest of the cities fall in for the American cities alone. The second worst city is probably going to be Gillette Stadium. Okay, it's not even a city because Gillette Stadium is nowhere near Boston. Right now, as of the screenshot at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a weekday, it's a 38-minute drive down via I-93. You could take the Foxborough train down there, but the point is that there's only really one, train that's public transportation that you could take to the stadium. Everything else, you're probably just gonna have to drive over there, and that is going to be a pain in the ass. Now, the absolute worst city that's going to have terrible parking and no public transportation is Miami, unfortunately. I have to call out my own hometown for this. They have yet, as of November 11, 2025, produced a public transportation plan that's going to help soccer fans get to Hard Rock Stadium from the beaches, from the downtown areas of Fort Lauderdale and Miami. They're just expecting y'all to get the Uber and, walk, minutes upon hours to not only to the game, but out of the game as well. Now, the two best cities that you're going to be able to use public transportation to get directly to the stadium, Atlanta with the MARTA, you're going to be able to go really straight from the airport right into Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And I've ridden this system before, and trust me, it's rather straightforward. And your best option, Seattle. You're going to be able to use the Sound Transit even directly from the airport or any other points along the Sound Transit straight to Lumen Field into multiple neighborhoods in the area. You're just going to have a fantastic time there. As for the other cities, I think we're still in a TBD. For example, I could have said Dallas was going to have a very bad parking situation, but they're going to be releasing their public transportation plan in March of 2026. Kansas City has been buying hundreds of buses to help alleviate their lack of public transportation. Again, to be determined how good that system is going to look like. LA and Houston are two other cities that could be either really good or really bad. It just depends on how they supplement those systems. Finally, I have ridden the New York transit system, but only in New York, not going to a game at MetLife. The transitway that they're building right now from Secaucus Junction Station to MetLife is going to be the game changer or not. Finally, Philly, even though they were having issues with budgeting for public transportation, did not cut that line that would serve Lincoln Financial Field. And then the Bay Area is wholly dependent on where you stay in the Bay Area, whether or not you're going to have that public transportation connectivity. Let me know in the comments what you think of my rankings. And again, to the World Cup host committee in Miami, I'm not trying to be a hard ass, but y'all haven't produced the public transportation plan. I'm going to tell people not to go to our hometown.